In the mystical fantasy realm of Osrynn Omega 419, there lies a small town of Asari within the elven country of Amirius. It is now 4993 of the Fourth Era, and over the course of the last year, heroes from across the continent have traveled to Asari in search of adventure and the rewards that come with it. Some retired, some were broken, and some have died. But those who remain are those whose stories are written in the annals of the Osrynn Tales. Starring Rachel.
I'm Reshi, the Dragonborn monk, and I just got my wings.
Chad.
Hello, I'm Quothe, the Goliath Barbarian. I have IBS.
Sangretti.
I play Hale, the Kobold Wizard, and his familiar pages, as we work on our quest to create the Grand Library.
Jobis.
I play Lord Zoldan Khan, an Oathbreaker paladin who likes to dance with the dead, and has a caring side too.
And Genie Bra.
I'm Genie Bra, and I play the half-elf bard Rowan Janae. Don't let me charm you with my mystical powers.
One more, and you choose the take. I'm okay with the IBS.
Jeff, I apologize right now in advance for anything that he said from here on. I apologize, and I love you, and I hope that your life is better. I'm so sorry.
We're live with a special guest filling in for the Chad is Chad. We have substances used. You have, yes. No, I was wrong. Sorry. I get you guys confused all the time. It's, you know, he is. He really is. I get some music playing, maybe, if this website wants to work today. Alright. So yeah, guys, last time you were stuck in a time loop. Wow, thanks for the host, Genie. Covering up my beautiful screen with alerts. No, it is. Everything's my fault. So you guys saw that during the last time loop, right there at the end, the ship crashed, and you were fighting off the super powerful giant Super Saiyan version of Drazan. And when the Chronosphinx flew over and absorbed the time energy from the ship's engine, the Chronosphinx grew from a toddler into a teenager, and Drazan lost his Super Saiyan mode. His flowy golden hair became his normal hair again, and he shrunk a little bit as the Chronosphinx grew in size. And that was all right before she leaped at his face and flashed to white, and you guys are back outside the the temple grounds there on the edge of the woods, moving towards the temple. I guess I should put it out there is there anything that you guys want to do differently before, like, going to the ship and like steering it like away from the ziggurat and all that stuff? Kill them all. Because so, like, you guys, if you guys remember last time, like, once you guys figured out like how to, like, you bypass the riddle, like, we just skipped that portion. So like, you guys have figured out at least one way for the ship to not crash into the ziggurat and just immediately start a new time loop, right? Mm-hmm. You would only get like a couple extra seconds, like, actually in the ship. I mean, the ship is plummeting from outer space into, or like into the atmosphere, and it's gonna hit the ziggurat unless you guys like do something, right? You guys haven't figured out a way to someone talking, no voices. Let's try saying stuff.
What? Only Jeff can?
Oh, it is.
Hello?
Scooby whoop pop it.
Yeah, that's
Can you? I see the bars on my OBS.
Working.
Skibbity whoop pop
Oh.
boop.
Wait, Jobus, you tried. Jobus, can you say something?
Yeah.
You guys hear Jobus? Because Jobus was
Yep.
talking.
Scribbity whoop pop
No, I hear it all come through the stream.
Okay. Well, we're good now.
I hear everybody.
OBS is dumb. Anyway.
Blame it on Foulsham.
Get rid of that
Down.
window.
Blame it on Foulsham.
All right.
That one's my favorite.
So Rowan blows up.
Good run, guys.
just explodes like a blood pinata.
Yep. So we were just saying, would there be extra time on the ship should they choose to go back to the ship? And I was just explaining how the ship's crashing, and you guys haven't figured out like how to reboot the engine safely to like actually fly this ship. You've basically figured out how to unlock the steering so that you can like crash the ship not like into the ziggurat. Like the engine itself is damaged, and you guys like you haven't figured out a way how to like repair the engine so that it is like functional.
Right.
So I don't know if that changes your opinion.
So, do y'all want to go back in there, or do you want to just crash again the way that we did? Do you have any other ideas? Because I don't.
I think if there's any way we can fix this ship, or
I mean, what
I
happens if we
mean-
fix the ship, though? I mean, it's still.
well, it's like Zoldan's figured out how to fly it. He unlocked the controls and fly, or some.
Does it got guns on
Basic.
it? Does it got?
I don't know. Basically, all we've been able to figure out is how to fly it, and Tails to figure out how to stop it from exploding or whatever the hitting the
From
button.
directly crashing, at least allowing
Yeah.
us to crash it elsewhere.
Mhm.
So
if
like
I
what
had
you
fourth
guys
level
have,
stealth mods, I might be able to make something work here.
I was gonna say, like, what you figured out so far is that, or at least with basic just insight, I don't know, whoever has the highest passive insight, Basically, you like have figured out that whomever, if one of those two big players, whether it's the Chronosphinx or Drazan, if one of them absorbs the time energy from the ship, they cause it to loop again. And they get more powerful while the other one gets weaker. You're not exactly sure the actual, like, weird mechanics of why that's happened. You did see, like, a magical link between them. You're not sure, like, what that's all about or how that, you know, came to be. Whether it was, like, a spell or a curse cast by Drazan or the Chronosphinx, or whether or not it was just something that happened the first time the spaceship crashed into the, you know, not exactly sure why that's happening, but those two seem to be linked. And when one of them absorbs time energy, they get stronger, the other one gets weaker, and it loops again. And you had a feeling that the last time, the one that started there when you actually landed the ship, like crash landed the ship outside of the ziggurat, the Sphinx was like a toddler. So like, you're not sure what would happen to the Sphinx if they lost that round, right? Like, they could have just de-aged out of existence, and then who knows what would have happened. But they've at least aged up back, like, reverted one stage, so they're like a teenager. So you think if, like, Drazan was to absorb the time energy this time, the Sphinx would go back to being a toddler, right?
So, what if we just did everything exactly the same? Because
Yeah.
it led to the Sphinx winning.
But if you do everything exactly the same, like as far as like on the ship, you would crash outside on the lawn, basically outside of the ziggurat, and we would just roll for initiative as Drazan comes flying at the ship, trying to get at the sweet time juice.
Yeah, I don't think we can't repeat that. If we did exactly the same thing, I mean, most likely we might get hit again with, because we lost like healing and spell slots and stuff like that. So we need to.
Yeah.
I want to know from
Mix
the
it up maybe a little
tabaxi what to do after I press the button.
You
Okay,
want
so where's this time juice coming from? Just so I'm clear.
The engine.
the
right?
engine?
Okay.
Yeah.
So none of us can physically go up to and like patch the engine
Grab it or anything.
because we'll get like, you know, baby-fied.
Infantized, right.
Yeah. Babality.
Let's just maybe crash. Let's just crash the ship into the
The
Sphinx
Sphinx?
because she needs the energy, and we saw that absorb it. She got bigger, and then time loop happened again.
Yeah, it's not the worst idea. I mean, we can always figure something
Time
out.
loop again and die again and try again. I mean, this is a process of elimination, right? So maybe we could try and steer it into, I mean, if we can steer it even as we crash near the Sphinx.
Well, Zolden's done it once. The best we can do.
Mhm.
Tail, how much are you hurting for spells?
I'm more than 3/4 full. I just don't have any 4th level slots, and even if I did, I'd need 10 minutes, which I don't have.
What about you, Genie?
I don't have my character sheet open because we've just been talking.
And Solden, do you get spells or no?
Yeah, I have spell slots too.
Are you low?
I've only used one level 3.
Okay, cool.
I'm okay. I've got. I'm only missing one level 1, one level
Okay.
3, and yeah.
I see Doctor Strange, says Lola.
Alright. Genie, roll a d3. Kofe is just gonna, give you a little congratulatory butt pat for not dying. And it's gonna be a little bullstring magic. So you're gonna recover a spell slot, and hopefully it's the 3rd level.
1d3.
Yeah. So just a d6 divided by 2.
That would be 3.
It was a 5, yeah. So 3rd level spell
It was a
slot
3.
back.
Cool.
Cool. I can do
I
that
know
a couple
Abstracto.
more times.
And as a class feature, that will recharge. But
When,
he can
when
only.
has that ever been a thing? What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Chad just doesn't use it.
Is that a thing Chad's had this whole time?
Ever
Yeah.
since you guys were
That's
level
some of the
6.
stuff- Yeah, come on. You
Yeah.
know this.
Ever since you guys were level 6. He's had it for
What?
3 levels. Yeah.
yeah. He's had access for a
Yeah,
while.
I feel like we're gonna learn a bunch of stuff that he's not played yet.
I think he's used it once before.
So already breaking character.
Run in
Told
room and
you.
rage. That's all you're. It's all you're here for.
Yeah.
All right,
Chad
I'll
just
do it
likes
a
to
little
murder
more in
things.
character.
No, no.
I
This
kind of
is good.
squeezed when
We're
I gave
learning
you the
stuff.
butt pat.
Okay, that's more.
Follow
I
this
would like to think
script.
that
Chad's like,
thematically
follow
he
the
doesn't
script.
realize. I like the idea that Quothe thematically does that and doesn't realize that it does anything.
Yeah,
That'd be
he-
even better.
Spell slot
He's
thing.
just
He just has
doing it.
no idea.
Like, yeah,
He was just doing it because he was doing it.
that's canon.
That's-
Quothe
I
doesn't
feel like
know he
that's
can
more-
do that.
Yeah,
It seems much
that's
more
the
in line.
Quothe I know.
Best suggestion so far. This chat 10 out of 10.
That's it. That's all I have to contribute. I have no idea what's going on.
I mean, you'll find out soon enough. It's a
Oh, I
time
know.
loop.
Okay, so what do we want to do? Do we
So
want
you
to
guys
crash
are
the
heading
ship into
back
him?
to. Well, I heard Sangretti has a question for the Tabaxi engineers that were on the starship. So we'll fast forward through. You guys answer the riddle, get through the teleport pad, and Tail heads down to the engineering level of the ship, where the 2 Tabaxi engineers are kind of arguing amongst themselves about what to do about the cracked engine casing. Tail.
So the question I want to ask them is, right, I get it, it's cracked. I can press the button. What do I do after I press the button?
Don't. Who you are and how you got in here is gonna be. We'll have to figure that out later. But if you hit the giant red button on the console, it's the emergency shutdown of the engine. So, the only thing to do after that would be to repair the engine and turn it back on. But we're crashing down to Earth again, and I don't think we have time to, unless you have some power unforeseen to us mechanically. We don't have time to repair the engine.
Could we use?
Do we have a minute?
Is
It would be real tight. It would be real tight.
could we use the like the time energy stuff to like make some kind of weird like suspended time thing, or it would slow down or affect time in a weird way that would give us more time?
I mean, anything is possible with a critical hit Arcana check.
Well,
So my thought here is I would like to do Mage Hand to press the button, because I know I have to do that no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to also cast Mending on the cracked casing.
Ooh.
Okay.
How
No,
do I
they just
restart the
say-
engine? I guess is the next question.
They I mean, I guess like you would have to be well they're like if they're so to back up one step before they answer that, they're like, if you're opening that door, we're getting out of here. No way they're turning us back into kittens. And so they're like, if you're gonna open that door, they're like running for the transmat port, like teleport bad thing.
Okay.
While he's dealing with this, since like I'm Zolan would have gone back to the flight controls and all that stuff. Could he
Yeah.
look up to see any startup procedures, things like that, or how to bring the engine back online?
Yeah, I mean, you can make an investigation check. That's Arcana.
Is that what you said?
I said investigation.
Oh, investigation. Sorry.
I mean, it's the same stat. Are you trained in both?
They're both same bonuses as 7 here.
Okay.
Unless you want me to roll for me.
So the next question is, do you speak to Baxi?
No, I don't.
You think you know how to do it. You're not quite sure because you don't
Okay.
speak Tabaxi and everything is labeled in Tabaxi. But like you have like the steering column, like you know how to work like steer and fly the thing. So like that's what I just want to know if like with a 25 and if you spoke to Baxi, you would definitely know.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
And since you know how to fly the ship, I didn't want to give you disadvantage. But yeah, without knowing Tabaxi, you're not 100% sure. You're like 80 to 85% sure that you know how to turn this thing back on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I'll just hold that for now.
So I'm gonna ask the engineers before I open the door here. Is there a way to restart this remotely once I fix it?
They say, you can do it from the bridge. You could use your mage hand to do it from outside the engine room. And then they start describing how you would do that from either place. It's a pretty complicated, like,
A lot of steps to it.
Yeah, there's a lot of steps to it. Multiple keys, lots of button pushes, lots of like dials that have to be turned in, and like levers that have to be, throttled.
Sure. I'm going to inform them, go to the bridge and get ready to restart the engine. And I'm going to open the door. I'm going to use Mage Hand to press the button. And then I'm going to cast Mending on the casing.
All right. Let's see here.
I would also like to point out that I
Please.
physically do not want to enter the room. I would like
Yeah.
to send Pages in to cast it. So Pages is going to paw up on this and touch it out.
Interesting.
And
Please,
if I remember,
please make Sangrati, please make an Arcana check at disadvantage for me. You guys only had about a minute on the ship to do anything, and talking to the engineers have eaten up some of that time. I want to see if you can actually get mending off this time around.
Can I burn my DM to make it a straight roll?
Sure.
Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go.
Yes, Lola, it's the Konami code is what you have to put in to turn the engine on. Ooh, a 17. So the engine, you feel it, the engine turns off. Tail, you start casting mending. The two Tabaxi engineers enter the bridge and they're like, "Oh, what the? Who are you?" They kind of like run over to you, Zolden, and they're like, "Get out of the way! We have to try and turn the ship back on."
And well, last time that this happened, I tried to level out the ship. And then it was like a split second we basically crashed. Do I have time to try what I had learned to start it back up?
Well, Tail told you not to start the ship back up until he's casted mending.
He hasn't told me anything.
Yeah, I told the engineers to go up there
sorry.
and start it. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Roll an Arcana check to see if you can start the ship's engines. If that's
Arcana
what you
is
want to
fine.
do.
Well, I want to try to. I don't. Yeah.
Are you trying to start the engines, or are you trying to level it off?
Well, because they just came in and said start the ship, right? Is that what you said? Or
They said, "Get out of the way. We need to try and start the ship."
right?
They want you to move.
No, I know, but I also know we don't have that much time before we hit the ground. So if I get up and then get them down, we're just going to smack into the ground. So either I have to make a decision. I'm going to try to level out, and we're going to land like we did last time, or I try to start the engines and do that scenario.
Well, what's it gonna be?
I think I'm going to attempt to start.
Attempt to start the engines.
Mm-hmm.
All right. An Arcana check of 20 is good enough
Wow.
to start the engines, and this time, as the engines fire up, Tail, you have not finished repairing the cracked engine casing quite yet, and the massive pressure surge in through the engine as Zolden starts the engine prematurely. The engine shatters into like a million pieces. Time energy floods through the engine bay. Pages becomes a little kitten. Because Fey spirits are, Fey creatures that live in the Fey realm, and they do age. Tail,
Well, I
can
guess it's time for us to go back.
Retry.
Tail, how old are you?
I'm currently 16.
Please roll a d12 for me.
That's not good.
You are now 6.
That's bad.
What is that normal? What is that like in people years?
Kobolds are usually full grown after like a year. Because they don't usually.
Well,
have a
like
good
societally, like
expectancy.
they in Osrynn they're adults at 15.
Oh, okay.
So he's 6. He's a
I'd probably say I'm in the
Wow.
range of a 12-year-old.
yeah. That's
not
easy
too.
enough.
That's not too far off what you
Well, it's a
were.
good thing he's a smart guy. You know, like he was probably smart at 12
Like
anyway.
you,
and that
you're,
was just,
you
like,
don't lose your memories or anything.
Okay.
You're just you physically a 6-year-old kobold now.
Let's cut to the chase. to see
Do
potty
my looks
train.
revert? Do I go back to looking like regular tail, or am I still red mohawky tail?
No, you're still red mohawky tail. No, this is just yeah, time magic's weird. But yeah, so the ship explodes mid-air. I'm gonna roll a couple of dice here to see what happens. Oh, that's all right.
I'm glad you rolled that 20 to blow us up.
So the ship, the engine blows up. Tail, you get de-aged a little bit by this magic, as it affects mortal beings differently than it affects immortal beings. But luckily for you guys, the Chronosphinx critically hit their dexterity check while Drazan rolled a 3 on the die. When you guys flash to white, you're back outside. You're in the, temple grounds again. And you can see up on the top of the ziggurat, Drazan and the Chronosphinx are locked in battle yet again. But now the Chronosphinx is seemingly fully grown. They're like a young adult. She's locked in battle with Drazan, who's a little bit smaller and less powerful looking. I think at this stage he's still really tall. He's still like 40 feet tall. But he's lost like the cool spikes that like ran down his back and down his tail. He's looking a little bit more like the Drazan that you guys beat up all those months ago, like a little bit over a year ago. Well, some of you were there to beat him up. Not everybody in this party configuration. And like, yeah, so the Chronosphinx, she's like a young adult now. I think this is back to where it was when you guys first got here, I think. Maybe one step removed from where you guys just, when you first arrived. But it looks like the Chronosphinx was faster than Drazan and made it to the time energy, which from all you guys can guess is that the ship blew up somewhere above the ground. You don't think it ever impacted either the ziggurat or the ground or anything like that.
Well, we all
Am
lived through the
I-
explosion.
No, time reset. So
No.
we died.
Oh,
and
the
we,
timers.
yeah.
Fuck. Okay, I got it. I'm
So
here.
am I
promise.
normal age again?
No.
No, I'm 6 physically.
Yeah, you're 6 physically.
You know, that would mean like I was 2'7" before, so now I'm like, I don't know, 1'6".
Yep.
oh, you'd fit my palm.
Pocket-sized wizard.
Someone put him in like a.
Someone's gonna have
a-
to carry
like
my
a
ass for this
Bjorn
adventure.
with Quothe.
Tails
I
just
put him
knee
on
high to
my
a grasshopper.
shoulder. Can I put you on my shoulder?
Yeah.
Just get him one of those little pet purses, for the little designer dogs. Carry him around.
I was thinking we need to get Quothe one of those baby Bjorns, and we'll put it on backwards so I can ride him into battle.
This
It was
week
all
that might be
worth it.
safe. The next week, no.
Didn't someone have the robe of useful items?
Rachel does.
Rachel.
Oh, yes. Yes, I do.
Well, there you go. You can just literally just pull out a baby Bjorn.
I thought it was just a robe of pockets. I didn't think it would be
Now
useful.
the idea is gonna get me. I just see fucking Reshi with a fucking stroller going up this thing. It's like, we'll get there. It's fine.
Like backwards.
'Cause I would've used
like
that
when you-
differently.
when a mom has to take the kid in the stroller up the stairs and you got to go in backwards and you're going up like a
Oh,
thing
it's
at a
so
time
fun.
with the big
Yeah.
wheels. Yeah.
Been there a couple times.
Well, I would like to do everything faster this time, but I need somebody to be my escort.
Well, I've been carrying you to the ziggurat most of the time, so I can just do the same thing. But
Yeah.
I will, when we do respawn, I will tell the group what I learned. I learned how to basically start the engines, and I think that's what caused us to blow up.
Okay.
I mean,
I will let him know I was in the middle of fixing the engine when it blew up.
Okay, and then I'll just say, okay, I did that because the guys, the Tabaxis, came in saying they had to start it, so I just did it. So this time around, let me know when you're finished, so we can go faster and fix it faster, and then I'll start it.
All right. Is that the official plan?
I
Let's
think
do
the
it.
official plan would be for him to carry me down to the engineering bay, because I
Mhm.
still know where all the buttons are. I know the path.
Right.
Something to the accord of not enough time, we'll fix it, get to the bridge, and he goes with them because somebody's got to steer the bitch, and it doesn't have power steering as previously stated.
Right. Yep. It's like a classic car.
I'm just saying, who builds a spaceship without power steering?
So
This is terrible design, and I want to find who made it and punch him in the mouth.
Liz, it's a pulp era sci-fi spaceship before power steering was invented. Okay.
So do we have Zolden steer the ship while the Tabaxis start it? And then after you fix it or whatever? Or is
That part of the plan I haven't thought out. I have to work everything I can into fixing the engine in time.
Well, are we gonna? I can't remember. Were we getting? Me and Tail were getting there faster than the rest of the group, or were we waiting at the portal for everybody?
You guys would
What?
get there first. Reshi would be there very soon thereafter. Quothe would be there right on her heels, and Rowan would be last.
Would there be enough time to basically get? Since me and him are first, get there, drop him off in engineering, and then I get back to the console while he continues on.
Well, yeah, because it takes him a whole minute to cast mending.
Okay.
Yeah, that part's not an issue. Yeah.
Okay.
The question
Because we have our
is,
communicators, so he can just let me know when he's done mending, and I
yeah.
put permission up time.
Okay, so if the plan is to just bum rush engineering, tell them Tabaxi to just GTFO and do it as quickly as possible.
I don't need to waste any time talking to the Tabaxis. Just
yeah.
we know what we're going to do.
Tail, please roll an Arcana check for me.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Oh, it didn't check the first one.
22. All right.
No, there's the second one in the 26. So
With a 22, I'm gonna now need Zolden. Please make let me see here. Actually, Zolden, tell me how you want to fly this thing.
Ooh.
With a 22 is enough to get the engine fixed. You know how to turn it back on, so you don't need to make any checks to do that. That's just a simple procedure. With the engine on, there is power steering to the ship. So you don't even need to make strength checks to try and fly this thing. Depending on what you want to do, I might have you make a vehicles check if you're trained in vehicles. Otherwise it might just be a dexterity check. But I want to know like what you're trying to do with the ship before we do that.
Well, I imagine, if everything comes back up, I mean, his first instinct was to, get the ship to level out and go up, away from crashing. So I guess he would kind of still follow that same line. It's not he's got power, he's going to pull up to get up.
So yeah, are you proficient in vehicles?
Land vehicles.
Land vehicles?
It's under tools and proficiencies. Yeah.
Okay. You can either make...
Is there a chance this thing has autopilot? It's kind of a spaceship.
That's a solid point. Also, those are some fantastic glasses.
It might have autopilot. I mean, they haven't figured that out yet. Also, it might not do what you think it does. But
well, that's up for me to decide. I'm gonna roll and what do I need to roll to see if there's a autopilot?
Do you speak to Baxi?
No.
So it would be an investigation check at disadvantage.
Hey, I know this isn't Spaceship Zero, but does this make it Catship 1?
Sure. 9. You think you know that it has autopilot?
Oh my god.
What if it autopilots back to Drazan? Maybe he's the... I'm just saying. Maybe it's a bad idea.
I rolled a fucking 19.
I still don't think that you guys... I don't think it's gonna work out the way that you think it's gonna work out. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, you're kind of, you're trying to figure out all this stuff. That takes time. Zoldan, you're trying to you're basically trying to swoop, right? And shoot back up into the air.
Yeah.
There.
All right. If you want to use vehicles, this thing is not a land vehicle, so it would be a disadvantage. Or you could roll dexterity, just normal dexterity.
I'm going to put my hand on Zoldan's shoulder and say, I believe in you. You can do it. But you should hurry up and make a decision on what you gotta do, because I gotta poop. And I'm using bolstering magic, and he's gonna get a D3 on the ability check, so please roll dex.
Alright, I roll dex. Dexterity saving. You said dexterity check, right?
It's just a straight dex check.
That started off so out of character for Quothe, and then it came,
And then it worked out perfectly. Oh,
came full circle. It was just like, yeah, he would say that.
Mm-hmm.
Threw me off. What?
All right.
He'd say, but I have to take a Jobus. That's what he would say.
Interesting.
You at least rolled a 3.
Then you rolled 1, 2.
You rolled a 3.
Hey, I don't know if you guys are as happy as I am, but I now have little drink umbrellas.
That's a good day.
it's important, all right?
So you pull back as hard as you can on the steering column of the ship, and it goes much easier this time than what you expected. And while you do end up tipping the nose up, you're a really strong dude. And you end up ripping the steering column
God,
out
son
of the out of the console. And the ship ends up coming up just enough that the belly of the ship takes the top off of the ziggurat, slamming into both the Chronosphinx and Drazan, and then you dip back down and crash into the lawn in front of the ziggurat, skidding through and basically into the tree line. Tail?
God.
I'm sorry to say, your
I would like to
heart-
point out that I am working my way towards the elevator, but I doubt I'm going to make it in time to do anything at all.
I'm
did
just
learn.
gonna say, I'm sorry to say, all of your hard work repairing the engine, I'm not gonna say it was for naught. It did work, but it has all
sounded
been
like it was for naught.
it has all been reversed as the engine cracks open again. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Who's within 10 feet of me?
Do I see the crash coming?
No,
Oh,
you do
I'd like to
not.
point out that it doesn't matter
nice.
what I
did that at
score.
disadvantage. Sorry.
It doesn't matter how good I roll here. I'm pretty sure this fucking 1 foot tall lizard wizard is going to pinball around that engineering bay.
Oh, that was even
Mhm.
worse.
Well, if he's in within 10
I will
feet, you
take
get a
the
plus
13.
4.
Yeah, you don't have to roll again.
I would say that Rowan is within 10 feet of you. Because he was looking for the autopilot, which would have been up near the steering anyway.
I'm sitting in the chair.
You're out on my lap?
No,
The big
I've
boy
been
chair.
I've been going and sitting in that chair every time.
Oh, the,
That's
oh, the
literally
captain's
the
chair.
only thing that hasn't gotten us killed yet is me sitting in this chair.
That's right, you keep going to the captain chair, right?
Yeah.
And that's probably about 10 feet away from
Okay.
the you're like sitting in one of these two chairs, like at the bottom.
I
of
might not be the
picture.
solution, but I'm sure as hell not the problem.
I'm sure
What?
Quothe and Reshi are probably in the back, like staring at these computer screens or something.
Probably, yeah, just like drooling.
yeah, I learned my lesson.
I'm just
Well, that
bouncing
means
around the engineering
Ginny
bay,
gets-
guys. Don't worry about it.
It's a plus 4, so he's actually
Yeah.
a 17 there.
So
Since he's so close.
okay, cool. I'm gonna roll this. Rolling the dice. Why is this taking so long?
Is it cheating since I'm on my alt account if I give people DM and Bardic?
I consider it cheating.
I just had to ask.
Soy sauce, welcome man. How's it going?
So yeah.
But what if I'm using points from when I was just a viewer?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it was at one point.
Well, you're in the game now. You can't affect your own outcomes unless you're doing it with your character in the game. Why is this hood? I need to starch this hood. It's flopping around. Anyway,
Hi, soya sauce. How's it going?
Quothe and Zoldan and Rowan and Reshi, you all take 10 bludgeoning damage as you bounce around the ship. And Tail, you take 21.
'Tis a flesh wound.
Because you only
Almost
got in
half of my total HP. It's cool,
Okay,
guys.
it wasn't so much, but
Oh, that's way more than it's supposed to be.
So yeah. After you guys get shaken like a Polaroid picture, what do you guys want to do?
Sorry, Miss
Can I get
Jackson.
out of the ship?
Get out of the ship. Alrighty. Quothe, you you get up, run to the door, open up the door to the outside, and you see a beaten and bruised Drazan kind of lifting himself up out of the dirt.
Alright.
And he's like in that you know that like runner's pose, like when they're on the blocks about to start a track race.
Yeah.
He's got like that one hand down, and he's kind of like in that pose as he's getting up. And as the door opens, his head just like snaps up and like stares daggers at you.
Alright,
Ew.
perfect. I wanna. Okay, how far away is he?
Probably like 60, 75 feet.
Okay, how much movement did it take for me to get to that door?
We'll say thematically none.
Okay, so I have 40 feet of movement.
Yeah,
Alright, and you said he's like 60 feet away?
sure.
Alright, so I'm moving my entire speed, and then I'm using my reaction for instinctive pounce to move another 20 feet, and I want to grapple him.
A 40-foot tall
so-
giant?
Yeah.
why not?
Can I rage and grapple? No, I have rage as an action.
I don't think you can grapple him.
What size is he?
No, you can. But you know what this works out to? When you get like a little kid hanging onto dad's foot as he's trying to walk through the
Yeah.
living room.
Well, I have powerful build, so I count as one size larger for like carrying capacity and weight I can push, drag, or lift. So I was wondering if that would.
Yeah, he's
Benefit.
like you would be a 2x2 square. I mean, he is at least a 4x4 or a 5x5 square.
Oh,
like he's
really big.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
He's hefty.
Like you say, he's 40 feet tall.
Yeah.
Like a 4x4
So-
would only be 20 feet, right? So like,
Right. So then, instead of that, can I do? I'm not gonna grapple, but can I attack him? He looks all beat
Yeah.
up. You said, right?
yeah.
So
I mean,
bonus
you can
action.
try. We're gonna
Yeah.
roll
bonus
some
Go for the dick.
initiative here.
Yeah.
He
That
does
works
not
for me.
expect that, so
Give him
yeah,
the old
you
dick
can-
twist.
Oh, I didn't
Twist
click
in the
my
dick.
icon. My bad.
I can add. Add turn here. You got a 12.
So you had a good response there. Bop it. Twist it.
Oh, I have an advantage on initiative rolls. So that's actually a 19 then.
All right. Well, it's updated.
Oh, are we all doing the initiative order now?
Yeah.
I was spacing out reading chat. Stoya is making me laugh.
God damn.
It never works.
Whoops.
Yeah, 6 on the initiative order.
Yeah, I don't know why it never works for you, Rowan. It literally should. I just don't.
I'm on the
understand.
map. Like I've pulled like
No, yeah, I know. I just don't know why it doesn't work for you. 22.15.
it's like initiative's the only thing that ever goofs up.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why it does that. All right. Let's do. Let's change up the music because we're in a fight mode.
Ooh, in the fire scene.
Yes, thank you. We're in a fight. All right. Let's see. Quothe. Yeah. Quothe, you're like flying up there, dashing as fast as you can. You got your scythe drawn out. Rowan, you're at the door to the ship. And as Quothe's like running over across the open field towards Drazan, who's like in a kneeling position, you get a chance to like do something first.
Question.
Answer.
The ship. What condition is the ship in?
On a scale of 1 to fucked, it's mega fucked.
Ooh.
On a scale of 1 to
Does
5.
it still have power though?
Like, it's like sparking and like stuff. I mean, it's kind of has power.
What direction is it facing?
Towards the woods. The nose is like in the ground. The ass is like sticking up in the air at like a 45-degree angle, and you're about, I don't know, 20 feet into the tree line with like a 100-foot trench dug out behind it, pointing towards the ziggurat. The top of the ziggurat is like blown off. There's like rubble all around, and Drazan and the Chronosphinx are both like technically prone. About 60 feet away from the ship. They were both hit, and they both look pretty fucked up. Like,
Okay,
one might say they are both bloodied.
How far away am I from them?
You are 60 feet away from them.
Okay. And how far am I away from the ziggurat?
Like 100 feet or more. I think we're like 150 feet. Oh, there's also a beam of light coming straight up out of the ruins of the ziggurat, which you guys think is probably that portal that you guys go through to get to the ship. Now that there's no cap on the ziggurat, that there's like a beam of light spraying out the top of the ziggurat.
Okay. Can I Misty Step 30 feet?
Mm-hmm.
And then run another 30?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can make this move at 60 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I could put you next to the... I mean, if you're heading towards the ziggurat, that would put you adjacent to Drazan or the Chronosphinx.
Okay. Give me just a sec. I'm trying to come up with an idea here. I didn't honestly think I was gonna roll first. It's been a while since I've rolled initiative first.
I mean, if you want to hold your turn and just jump back in when you have an idea, like, we can do that too.
No, I think I've got an idea here. I'm gonna try something. Is Drazane on the ground?
Yeah, I mean he's like in a kneeling position, like narratively, but yeah, he's technically still prone. So
Okay.
melee attacks would have advantage on him, and ranged attacks would have disadvantage on him.
Okay, I'm gonna I think I'm probably I'm gonna try to use Tasha's hideous laughter on him.
All right. Wisdom saving. Oh. Wisdom. Okay. Okay. I get a plus that to this. What's your save DC? I rolled
16.
a 17.
Fuck me.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a decent oh shit. Sorry. I keep forgetting that more powerful enemies actually have saving throws and not just stats. He rolled a 23. Not a 17.
Okay.
So he saves against Tasha's hideous laughter. I
Alright.
believe nothing happens to him on a success. And he
Yeah.
does not have to burn legendaries to resist.
All right. I mean, that was it.
And
That
you're
was really
doing that, so you're
anticlimactic.
not, or you're not Misty stepping, right?
I mean,
Or did you? Are you moving up? Because that's a range.
yeah, I'm like
spell.
right next to them now.
Okay. Fair enough. Please make
That was
a
terrible.
wisdom saving throw for me.
Me?
Yeah, you. Or wait, sorry, never mind. That'll be next turn. I just saw the thing where it says starts its turn. Okay.
Okay.
So yep, you're good. Moving on to Quothe. Quothe, you rush in.
All right. Yeah. I do want to state I did not have my scythe out. I'm going barehanded.
Going. Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I use my quote unquote strong hand to pimp smack him, is that what that 2d8 damage is for Kothe's hand? Or is that?
You have the hand of Vecna.
Yeah.
It's just how he put.
It just says Kothe's hand. That's why I'm wondering. The 2d8 thing, is that like its normal damage if I hit someone with it physically, or?
Let me. Where is it? Hand of Quothe. I believe it just adds to. Yeah, the 2d8. Any melee spell or melee weapon attack you make with the hand adds 2d8 cold damage on a hit.
So if I use the hand itself, does that count or no?
I think hands only count as weapons for monks. Is that correct, Singretti?
It would either be classified as a improvised weapon or just an unarmed strike, and he would have basically no bonus whatsoever to an unarmed strike.
Yeah, but I don't think like unarmed strikes count as weapon attacks unless you're a monk. There's something weird about that. I'll say it counts. It's gonna be weaker than using your scythe.
Yeah, that's fine. I had an idea.
Okay.
So, alright, perfect. So, I'm going to rage, meaning I have to roll on the wild magic table. That is a 4 which is a bolt of light shoots from my chest. Another creature of my choice I can see within 30 feet must succeed on a con saving throw or take a d6 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of my next turn.
Oh shit.
And I can do that every turn as a bonus action until my rage ends.
Jesus
Nice.
Christ.
That's a good one. That was a good roll.
All right.
Normally we get plants at the feet. Now you gotta shoot lightning from your chest.
Exploding little fairies, yeah.
And the save is 8 plus 4 plus 3, so 15.
15. He easily makes that saving throw.
Alright, that's totally fine. So rage is considered a bonus action.
Yep.
So then now I'm just gonna backhand him with the hand, with my strong hand.
Okay.
So where is this button? Is it just?
Yeah, you're
What's
like running over. You shoot that light out of the like golden skull on your chest, and he quickly just puts his hand up in front of his face, and the beam of light just singes his palm a little bit. And he just like starts laughing at you as you go to pimp slap him.
How much damage is an unarmed strike?
Your strength modifier.
1d4 normally.
Okay,
No,
just my
that's
strength
only if you have
modifier?
Tavern Brawler. It's just your strength mod. If you don't
Okay.
have Tavern Brawler. Unless you're a monk.
Okay, so it's just strength, which is that
Yeah.
and
He's not proficient in unarmed strikes either, so it's just a strength check to hit.
a strength check to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, because he doesn't have proficiency, so it's just strength.
Oh right, okay.
It's
That's
a
fine.
d20 plus strength.
Uh, perfect. All right, let's do it with advantage. Boom. 22.
Not bad.
Will hit.
All right, and then boop. So that's my action, and then I'm gonna use my action surge.
Okay.
So I get a bonus and an action again. For the bonus, I'm going to enact the Eldritch Maul ability. And then, oh, I didn't do that before. So take 5 damage off that last one. I messed up before. But now I'm gonna go for the full attack thing. Oh, I get an extra attack too. Okay, good to know. So technically 3 more then, right? Yeah. So, because 1 from the last turn. That's my bad. Does that one hit?
You have extra attack, so 23.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. So, and then the Eldritch Maul attacks, which is going to be that and that.
All of those hit.
Okay. Boom. So that was action and bonus, and then I think that's everything. Yeah. Can I draw a weapon as a move action or no? Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep going with my strong hand. I like this. This is
Alright.
working well. Yeah, so I just pimp slap him a couple of times.
Alright, so -5 from that is... Oh, God. I have to
You know,
do
in my head
actual
movies, he's
math.
low enough to the ground. You're just down there
Hold
pulling
on,
out
I can add it real
cubes.
quick. It's
You're making me do math here.
14, 22, 27, 38,
Well, it's
54,
it's not that simple.
um,
Or wait,
74, and 79
no, it
total.
is 79 total. Okay, and that's without the 5 that we had.
Yes, that is without that 5.
All right.
That was a nice bursty damage turn.
Mm.
Oh, you know what? How many hits was that? That was 4 total. Add 4 more damage because of the Eldritch Tattoo adds +1 to damage. I forgot to add that.
Okay.
So 82.
Yeah.
Okay. 82.
Look at you. Rocking and rolling.
Cool. He shrugs off some of that damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
You
It's
don't.
considered magical too, if that helps.
Because the Eldritch Claw enchanting.
Yeah. the
Oh
Eldritch,
shit!
yeah, it's considered magical, and I have reach of 15 feet.
Only the, but only the second set.
Right,
of
the second
damage.
set. Right.
Okay, so
Well,
wait.
well, the tattoo is a permanent +1 to hit and damage, and then when I activate it, I can do the Eldritch Maul.
But that doesn't make all of your attacks magical, does it?
Yes, while the tattoo is on your skin, your unarmed strikes are considered magical for the purpose of overcoming immunity and resistant to non-magical attacks, and you get a +1 to hit and damage with unarmed strikes.
Oh,
Does not make me proficient though. So I'm just pimp smacking the crap out of them.
The more you know.
God damn it! All right, hold on. Now I have to do math.
You
I
think
like
that's bad? Wait till
barbarians
Rach gets her
now.
turn and just starts fucking beating.
I was
her.
about to say I didn't know that, and I've had this tattoo for how long?
Well, her attacks are already magical because level 6 monk.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. But I still get the +1.
To hit
And the range if you
damage.
activate it.
Fuck.
Mhm.
And
Who's
the
next?
activation is for a
Reggie
minute.
is
I am.
next. I gotta do math. Ugh. Like actual.
I'm
Lots
gonna
of
make
it,
you do some
apparently.
more math.
He's gonna resist some of this, but I have to figure out exactly how much of this he resists. Alright, so...
I'm so sorry.
It's- I have no idea this is going on. I have initiative order 6. I'm just getting the fuck up after getting banged around the engineering bay.
Jesus Christ. Two, 5 is 7, and 5 is 12.
Jeff is regretting his choice of fill-in for Chad right now.
No, it's just
I'm
math.
just.
Lots of math.
Math sucks. It's only because of his stats have changed, so now his resistances are different.
hmm
All right.
Quote walks in, pimp slaps everybody around. See, he's calling it pimp slaps. I think he's just down there. He's pulling out hairs, left and right.
All right.
Quote is the knockoff
Alright.
man's waxing.
There we go. What are you doing, Rishi?
I'm going to use my 50 feet of movement that I have, and then, because you said he's 60 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to also hold on. Let me look it up. I just don't know what it's called. Then I'll use it.
Wings unfurled. That's where you just
I was thinking
Go
about
for an
using wings,
adventure.
or I was just going to use my extra 15 feet that I can use.
Um,
But wings is not a bad idea because then I can fly up on his face because I want to hit him in the face. So yeah, I'll do that.
Remember, any melee attack has advantage because he's still.
Yes. Oh, he's prone, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm using my 50. I'm going to wings unfurled. I'm going to go up to his face. And just do my normal stuff.
I'll move this stuff over here.
Oh, wait, you said advantage. I didn't do that on advantage. Should I re-roll?
Well, you can crit fish, but a 24 is probably going to hit.
I think so too, yeah.
4 hits because you hit
24
on
will hit.
22.
I'll just put the other ones on advantage. I'll just keep that one.
Wait, what's the advantage from?
Him
He's
being
prone.
Oh, right.
I'm going to flurry and hit him twice more.
Yep.
And then tell me what I need to roll on those. I'll just click the button underneath.
Well, you don't. So the last one doesn't count because you only get 2
Okay.
extra attacks from flurry.
Okay.
but
Oh, yeah.
the-
Flurry counts. I got you. Okay. I always do
yeah,
that wrong.
Your flurry of blows is an attack. Like the button that says flurry of blows is
Right.
the attack.
Scratch
so
the bottom.
just hit the top 4. All of those hit. Now
Not
you
bad.
have like you have like the elemental fists and stuff from your dragon attack. Are you changing how like what element your fists are hitting as?
Oh, I didn't think about that. I didn't realize that applied to the normal attacks.
Yeah, that's like your level 3 feature, or one of your level 3 features. You can change the element of your. So you have choice of lightning, fire, cold, acid, or poison.
Definitely not going to do fire. So I would just
I
go.
mean, he is a devil.
Yeah, I think that would just make him happy. Maybe, maybe I'll just do lightning. Would that make him happy? I don't think so.
Get sadistic with it. Burn him with acid like we did to Faith.
Yeah, I like acid. Let's acid him. Acid is
Acid?
acid. Mhm.
Are you sure?
No, now I'm scared. Don't say that. I don't know. Need me to think about all this.
Do poison. To be fair.
Okay, that's
Table
that's probably
talk, sorry.
a general. No, it's probably a generally good thing to do to bad guys. Let's poison him.
Poison?
I'm afraid to do it. Yeah, let's
Okay,
poison him.
are you sure?
No, Jeff. Yes, I'm doing it. I'm just gonna do it.
Poison? All right. You rush up whap, 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 with all of your punches wreathed in a caustic green fog. He slowly inhales all of the fumes. He
Shoots him back
laughs out as green fog emits from his mouth. He takes no damage. He is immune to poison.
See,
My bad.
no, it's not your fault. That's what I should have just done my normal punches. I had this feeling.
Hey, you know, you're learning things.
I'm learning
Science!
stuff. Okay, so I'm learning that I'm never using any kind of stuff against this guy again except my normal magic. I got it. No, I learned.
He's immune to poison. He's not immune to everything. He's immune to poison, though. Just saying. But I asked if, you know, I'm anyway. It's
I've come to the
Drazan's
conclusion
turn.
if Jeff ever says, "Okay, so that's what you
Want
want
to
to
do this? Then don't. Yeah, not
yeah,
gonna do
then
it.
just be like, just back off, because
Listen,
he can't help himself. He does it every time.
Lessons learned. I had a feeling, but
I'm saying it right now, and he's like, I'll switch it up, and I'll say that when it's good for them, and no, you won't. You'll still be like, is that what you want to do?
Listen, guys, I have to arbitrate the rules neutrally, and I have to create challenges for your characters. But don't ever think that I'm not on your side here. I want you guys to succeed. I want you guys to win. And the way that I can affect the outcome of some of these things is try and give you subtle hints as to maybe you want to rethink things. But, you know, you guys got to make your own choices.
mistakes were made.
You know? Who knows what acid would have
I
been?
was rolling like a champ too. That's.
That was, you know, would have been some pretty good damage. At least I don't have to do math. So it is Drazan's turn. If I remember correctly, the people who are right in his reach are Rowan, Reshi, and Quothe. So we are going to... he's going to stand up. I'm going to grab some other D20s here. And I'm just going to roll these all together. I don't want you guys knowing what stats I'm using in case I decide to use an unmodified version of this creature later on in the campaign at some point. So I'm just going to roll all these physically on the table.
You do you, boo boo.
Oh wait, that's not a D20. That's a D12. All right. Oh, that's not good. For one of you. Alright. Fucking wish Zoldan was over here. Fucking critically hit over here. With a fucking... A freaking 20. Zoldan's not over here to fucking get actually hit by something for once. Well, Quothe, you've got the most HP, so I'm gonna be as generous as I can be here. And hit you with the critical hit. He lunges forward at you. He fucking just bites your shoulder.
So piercing damage?
It will be piercing damage. I'm also gonna need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Alright, I am resistant to piercing damage. Constitution save is... Oh, I didn't mean to roll with advantage, sorry.
Alright, so
but
add
the first roll
8.
was a 19.
Yeah. Add 8 to that, so 29 piercing damage.
That's with resistance?
That's without resistance.
Okay, so cut that in half then.
Yeah, so 14
16
piercing damage. 14 there, bud.
29?
Yeah, 29.
29 is... Oh, 15 would have been 30, yeah.
I know you had a big dinner.
Hey man, I'm just rolling with it here. It was quick math when I'm not the one in charge.
A 19 Constitution saving throw is not enough.
Oh dear.
So you are going to take another... take another 20 poison damage.
Okay.
I believe. Hold on, wait.
Would a 20
Scratch
have
that.
made that con save?
That is take that at the start of your next turn.
Would a 20 have changed that outcome? Because the Ring of
No.
Protection is not affecting the saves on here.
Sorry, no, it does not.
That's fine.
This is constitution will become poisoned. While poisoned in this way, the target can't regain hit points, and it takes 66 poison damage at the start of each of its turns. The poisoned target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself with a success.
Okay.
All right. So you don't take the 20 now. You'll take the 20 at the start of your next turn. Let's see. Then he is going to, as he stands up from biting you, he's gonna grab his mace and try and uppercut you. That is going to be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
I gave you the highest and the lowest of the rolls.
Yeah.
So that is going to be bludgeoning. Oh dear God. Well, they know.
I do have a question.
Uh-huh.
Are they within 60 feet of the ship?
Yeah. Because I only
Within?
traveled 60 feet.
I went
He's
60 feet,
exactly. Well, he's like technically Quothe is exactly 60 feet away from the ship, and Drazan is like one square next to Quothe. So I guess by pure grid rules, he'd be 65 feet away from the ship.
Yep. Wouldn't have helped anyway. Just trying to figure out what to do. That's all.
Okay, so actually scratch that. We're gonna use so the mace is 2d6 plus 8 bludgeoning plus 6d6 fire. So that 20 is gonna be fire damage.
So, okay, wait, the 21 was the first thing, and then the... Okay, so I
Yeah.
took
2d6
10
plus
from
8.
the...
Yeah, so you took, well no, the 21 was 29, remember it was a plus 8. So you
Oh,
took
okay.
You took 14 poison, or sorry, piercing.
Piercing 14
from the bite.
So,
You take
that's,
14 from the bludgeoning, reduced to 7. So 14, 21 so far, 41 damage total. Unless you can reduce fire damage.
is 41. Wait, what was the last 2 that hit me? Because I already
So
counted
the
all the
mace,
other
the
stuff.
mace is 6, 6 plus 8, but that's halved, so 7.
Okay,
So 27
so-
extra
Okay.
from the mace.
And then what was the fire damage?
That is included in the mace. The mace
Oh, the
is
27?
14 bludgeoning plus 20 fire.
Okay,
was-
so
Yeah.
what was the fire damage? Because I can reduce the mace damage, but not the fire. And
Yeah,
I
so
reduced the mace
14
damage.
14 bludgeoning, reduced
Okay.
to 7, plus
Yep, I did that.
20 fire.
20 fire. Okay, gotcha. All right.
You should have taken 41 damage total.
Yes.
All right. So he uppercuts you with the mace. He is going to spin and simultaneously smack Rowan with his tail.
I used my reaction for Sentinel.
Okay. I will re-roll this. Does a 26 hit your AC, Rowan?
Just say no.
Just, what is she? Just a
Are you
26.
sure that's what you want?
Are you sure?
Yeah, that doesn't work on me, bud.
Oh, yeah, that definitely that hits my AC.
You take 19 bludgeoning damage
Oh,
as
we're
he
okay.
smacks you with his tail. And Reshi, does a 24 hit your AC?
Nope, definitely doesn't. No.
Alright, cool.
I'm kidding, it does.
So you're gonna take 25 slashing damage from his claw.
Sounds about right.
What Jeff didn't realize was somehow magically Rishi and Zoldan switched places, and 24 doesn't hit.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
We did that.
Sorry.
Yeah, behind the scenes.
You lose.
No, that misses. Okay, so I missed my
Get
AOO.
dunked on, nerd. What are you doing, tank? You're just lagging behind. All your
Isn't it-
DPS is just running out in front, pulling aggro. You can't.
Isn't it Tails' turn, or
It is Tails' turn. I'm just making fun of you.
I'm
So
still just in here
question:
chilling?
what's the poison on Quote say?
The poison says he cannot regain hit points while poisoned in this way. He will take 6d6 poison damage at the start of his next turn, and he'll be able to repeat the saving throw at the end of his turn, ending the effect if it's a success.
Okay. Well, there's a very limited set of things that I can do here. All of them take too long to matter, so I'm just going to cast lightning bolt at him.
Ooh, fun. Let's see here. How far can you move?
I can move 30 feet.
Okay, because you're 6 years old, you are slowed. Yeah, you got little tiny itty bitty legs.
That's fine. Lightning bolt is a 100-foot line, so
Well, that's true. But there are, friends of yours between you and him.
well, this would have been great to know about in the planning phase there. Fuck it, I'm still doing it. I don't give a shit.
Fine.
I was just about to say, I'm pretty sure you're about to hit us with lightning bolt.
You're probably gonna hit. Well, you know what? Let's do this fairly. Let's just, alphabetically here. Clothes, Reshi, Rowan. 1, 2, 3. Roll a d3. It's gonna hit Rowan. Rowan, make a dexterity saving throw. 15 is exactly what you needed to save against that.
Nice.
I'm gonna roll a thing here. If I fail this, I'd be very upset. Okay, yeah, I'm good. He succeeds. Lightning damage, huh? I mean, you know that he saved his saving throw. But it doesn't seem like he is resistant to lightning damage. He just happened to kind of almost get out of the way. So 23. What's half of 23? 11?
Yeah.
Cool beans. Anything else, Tail?
Well, I could have done a lot more, but I recently found out that I'm much slower, so no.
Bonus action. Yeah, being sick sucks.
Yeah, well, that's just what it is, so.
Fun times. Zolden Con. I'm having fun. Are you guys having fun? I'm having a lot of fun.
I feel like I just got taken to the candy shop and we're having a blast. Mom said I could get anything I want in the store.
Yeah, you can have anything you want as long as it's, black licorice.
Right.
Yeah, make
hate
it
black
to
licorice
him.
so much.
What was that, Rowan?
I said I hate black licorice.
I had a guy that died from eating too much of it recently.
I thought I hated black licorice, but I got some from the Netherlands and it was actually really good.
It was impressive, like lavender.
There's some shitty black licorice and there's some really good stuff. Yeah, it depends on the quality.
Yeah. A lot of the stuff we get in the States sucks ass.
The Jerzan brand of black licorice is the worst, but just my opinion.
I'm not gonna do that. I can't reach him, so I'm basically just going to.
What do you mean you can't reach him? Don't you have a flight speed?
Yeah, it's only 50 though.
Oh.
I can get within 10 feet of him, but I don't have anything I can attack 10 feet away. I don't have those abilities.
Just fall forward, like land and then fall forward. What are you, like 8 foot tall? There's your extra 10 feet.
Yeah, I'm a little over 8 feet tall, yes.
And then you're prone. So don't do that.
Yep.
You don't have any ranged attacks?
No, I do, but they're I have a feeling he'll just get right past them.
What would give you that sense?
Because my spell DC is kind of low.
You're just pure paladin,
Yep.
right? You don't have action surge or anything?
No, I don't have action surge, yeah. I guess I'll just. This is. Just do that. Just withering soul him, I guess. So basically, has to make a dexterity saving throw.
He has to make a
DC
dex save?
Yeah, DC 16. So I'll go out like 40 feet and then I'll cast it because it's got a range of like 120.
You said 16?
Yeah, DC 16.
Alright, he got a 15 on that. So 14 damage?
No, yes, yeah. No, the dueling style doesn't count because it's not a melee weapon, so it's -2.
-2. Okay, so 12.
Mm-hmm.
Necrotic and just okay. Alright. 12.
When hit with the necrotic damage, does it seem to do like not as much like when other elemental stuffs hit him, or
No, doesn't seem to have any. He doesn't seem to have any resistances against necrotic.
okay.
Anything else, Mr. Khan?
Nope. That's it.
All right. You guys are gonna have to survive another round as, the Sphinx gets up. She has to stand up from being prone, which means her speed is halved. She cannot make it to the ship this time this round to absorb any time energy. So you guys will have to survive another round, as she's flying over as fast as she can to the ship. Rowan, it's back to you, baby cakes.
All right, that was fun. What's Trizan up to?
He's now standing again. He just tail whipped you, bit Quothe, smacked Quothe with a mace, and slashed Reshi with his claws.
Let's see. How if I've been knocked away from him?
No. You're still
All right.
next to still next.
I would
well,
like
it's within his
to-
reach, anyway.
I would like to take my my little dagger, my frost dagger,
Yeah.
and I want to try to stab him in the Achilles.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack. Dagger of Frost. An 8 is gonna miss. Bonus action? Movement?
Move me back away from him 20 feet
Okay.
and cast healing word. Mass healing word, excuse me.
Okay. Which, in that order?
Look. Yeah.
Okay. As you move away from him, he is going to get an opportunity attack on you. As you leave his threat range.
Okay.
Then he gets something. I remember like reflex. Then he gets something in my stomach. Like
What
the
was
features
that?
aren't-
Even that break?
No, they're not taking a break yet. Probably in a minute we'll take a break.
Listening to the inner workings of Jobus's life.
It's so fascinating.
Rowan, he is. I mean, he's out for blood, so I gotta go with the mace strike for. I'm sorry, but this is just how it has to be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a 25 is gonna hit you.
Yep.
I'm sorry. But enemies are what enemies are, you know? So this is gonna be these dies. You add 8, so that's 15, and then this is gonna roll fire damage. 17 fire damage. So 15 plus 17 is 32 damage total. Are you still alive?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
How much did you say it was? 30.
32 total.
Yeah, I am actually still alive. So
Nice.
I cast
Mass healing word.
Mass Healing Word.
And everybody gets plus 7 HP.
Except me.
Except Kothe, because he cannot receive healing.
Oh,
Speaking of Kothe, it is your turn.
I already took the 20 damage earlier because I knew I'd forget if I didn't, just so you know.
Okay, well let me, real quick. If this is higher than 20, we'll leave it at 20. If it's lower than 20, you'll get to add back some HP.
Ooh.
Alright, so you took 20 poison damage at the start of your turn.
Okay. I am using Finger of Death. Is that actually casting a spell for
It
Kothe?
is.
Okay.
Yes.
So bonus action, I'm gonna drop Rage.
Okay.
Getting beaten up a lot kind of does that to you. And I'm just gonna cast Finger of Death on him.
Ooh. Okay.
Boop. I don't know why there's a roll, but
Yeah, I don't know.
it's not a roll, it's a save, I think. I don't know. I don't have all the
It's a
stuff
DC
for it.
18 save.
What kind of save, though?
I forgot. Oh, shit.
Constitution. You can declare
Oh.
Constitution saving throw. Yeah,
Don't
Okay.
do the 12 that appeared above that. Just the 62 is the
Okay.
full damage from the roll.
Oh, that's a 16 on the die. I'm pretty sure he's gonna save against that.
So he takes half.
Half of that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, minus 31. Alright.
And
He's starting to
then
look pretty beat up.
I'm gonna I don't have a way to dash, right? Or disengage, I don't think. I do have movement, but oh, he already took an opportunity though. That was his reaction.
Yeah.
So I can get away. All right, I'm gonna back up and get behind Mr. Tank Jobus over there.
Alright.
I'm just all beat up and I'm
Alright.
like,
Roll
I
a
don't-
Constitution saving throw for me.
Yeah. Be like, I don't feel so good, man. That healing didn't do shit.
Alright, cool. You are no longer poisoned.
All right.
Does he have... Oh, he doesn't. That's interesting. Okay. The more you know. Why is that? You'd think he would. Oh, anyway. You're no longer poisoned. Reshi, it's your turn.
boo. Okay. He's standing up.
Yeah. He's standing. So your attacks will be made normally, not at advantage.
Right. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to. Is Wings Unfurled in action or no?
You have to use a key point to dash in order to use Wings Unfurled.
Okay. And then when I'm up there, I can just do my normal attacks, right? I don't have to be standing on the ground to do that.
No, I mean you don't have to fly up. I mean, unless you're narratively
I just
wanting
feel like
to
I'm
punch
hitting-
him.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna hit his legs. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. It's all the same rolls. So I'm
Yeah.
just gonna start punching him.
If you wanted to
That's
like
what I-
save your key points for like stunning strikes or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. No, I have enough key points. I'm going to just hit him.
Alright, 27 will hit.
Oops, misclick. Sorry.
Get your second wins out of here. 12 is gonna
Next turn.
miss. 14's gonna miss. 20 will hit. So 2 of those hit.
That's the best I can do.
What element are you doing this time for your fists?
Just me. Just little Reshi.
Just magical bludgeoning.
I'm not fucking with any of that shit.
He's not resistant to lightning. I just fried his ass.
Yeah, we saw that lightning did
Okay.
damage.
That was the whole reason I went through it, to find out what he is or isn't resistant.
And I'm gonna use lightning and hope to God that he doesn't shoot a lightning bolt out of his ass at me or something.
Funny that you should say that. He unclenches his butt. No.
And
No,
Reshi is right.
You're fine. You're fine. He's looking pretty beat up. He's looking pretty beat up.
So I have a thing where I can disengage. Can I do that now, or should I just leave it? Or can I even use that?
Yeah, you can spend a key point to disengage.
I kind of want to disengage because I don't want to get. No, because that's just for.
Technically, he already used his reaction.
Yeah, so I don't need
so you
to.
don't
Okay.
Need to.
Right. I kind of want to move back since I didn't really use any movement. A little bit closer to our tank, just to be so we're all kind of a group in that point.
Yes. Okay. All right.
I don't want to be just like right where I was.
Yeah. So you, Quothe, and Zoldan are all grouped up now. Rowan is not there for me to ask him if he moved towards Zoldan or not.
He said he moved back. I remember he said that.
Yeah, I know he moved back, but I don't know if that means towards Zoldan or away from Zoldan or what. I will give him the benefit of the doubt for what I'm about to do and say that he doesn't move that way.
Okay.
Just to be nice to him. Y'all, he's gonna target Zoldan and Quothe and Reshi. He gonna cast a spell.
Can I counterspell it?
Yours?
Try.
I have the ring of counterspell.
Yeah, and you can try to counterspell.
Yeah. How does that work again?
Well, it's not a level 3 spell that he's casting, so you have to roll a spell casting check.
So that's what's my modifier?
I don't know. Whatever your highest
go to-
of int, wisdom, or charisma is.
Oh, it looks like I'm a charisma-based caster. Alright, so it's just a flat 20 plus 1, right? Yeah. So 13? Or no, that's 12. 12.
12?
Yeah.
So
it doesn't work.
Not going to work. Yeah.
Worth a shot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna counterspell.
Okay.
Let's see. What do I need to roll against? DC plus spells level. And
Yeah, we would make a
Okay.
spell casting, so it's an intelligence check.
Substance, the ring of protection is built into the saves. It doesn't actually show the +1. As long as you...
It's not on my character sheet. I double checked it because my proficiency's a 4 and my
oh, it didn't.
con's a 3, and it just shows up
Roll-
as 7.
roll an intelligence
You have
check.
it.
Yeah, I was trying to get it too, and it didn't want to do it the way it was supposed to there. So
Well, it's because it's not a native thing to that particular spell.
now I just gotta wait for the server to catch up.
11. You do not. You
No.
don't. You don't get that. Alrighty. That's weird. What's his? There we go. I'm gonna need the three of you, Reshi, Quothe. Oh wait, hold on, Rowan. When you moved back, did you move towards Zoldan to be protected by the tank, or no?
No, I just moved away from. I didn't move towards any particular person.
Okay. So that's a good choice because Zoldan, Reshi, and Quothe, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as a ring of fire erupts around you.
Oh dear.
He cast
Around us or on us?
a circle around you.
Okay.
It is completely wreathed around you.
Actually, and then get
He
+4,
casts
so.
wall of fire in a circle around you with the flames pointing inward to roast the fuck out of y'all.
What's the inspiration die roll?
For Bardic,
Yeah,
it's
I
a
think so.
D6.
Okay, he had it checked, so I'm assuming he still had inspiration. So I'm gonna use that. And you said a +4 with you, Zoldan.
Mm-hmm.
So I got at least a 23.
23.
Can I use my
is
evasion?
going to succeed.
And I saw it coming, right?
Yes, you can.
Because it was a dex saving throw?
I don't know if you'd see this coming.
Well, it's still, I mean, my instinctive agility lets me dodge out of the way of certain area effects, such as blue dragon.
Yeah. You're good. You're good. Okay. I was talking to Dion.
Oh, okay.
Because danger sense works for spells, it says. But
It does?
if I can't
Okay.
see it,
Well, he kind of just pulls his hand up and fire.
Okay, yeah, never mind then. That's
It's
fine.
not like a bolt coming at you or anything like that.
Yeah.
But you save anyway, so I don't know if that would really matter.
No, I was just
Reshi
checking.
is gonna use evasion to take half instead of full damage, and Jovis with a 12. You're gonna take full damage here. Which is as he's casting Wall of Flame or Wall of Fire at a higher level. Fuck. It's only gonna come out to be a 27 fire damage. For those of you who take full damage. Quothe and Reshi, you take 13 fire damage.
Ooh, I'm down to 5.
So you guys are in a wall of fire.
Woo, I fell into a burning ring of fire.
I'm gonna hellish rebuke him.
Do it.
It's
Does that work on spells?
it says when you're attacked, isn't it? Wait, hold on, let me read it. Okay. Actually,
It's pretty much any type of damage. if I remember
one
correctly.
reaction when you take in response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you that you can see.
Alright, cool. Oh, wait, hold on. Create a wall of fire on a solid surface. You make the wall up to 60 feet long, 20 feet high, with a thick ring up to 20 feet in diameter, 20 feet high. The wall is opaque and lasts for the duration. You can't see him. The wall is opaque and lasts
Does
for
it
the
mean, like-
duration.
How tall is the wall?
20 feet high, and you're not
How tall is
next
he?
40 feet, but there's like literally a 20-foot high wall like right in your face, and he's not right next to it. He's like 20 feet away.
Geometry out and tell me what the angle is.
Geometry?
Mm-hmm.
You're like standing right next to a 20-foot tall wall.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that
he's-
wouldn't work.
It says I don't have to see all of them. I just have to kind of. He's got horns and tails and.
He is 40 foot tall. It's a 20-foot wall.
All right, if you don't think I can see him,
All right. Want to do this? Let's
It-
fucking...
We're gonna math this out, huh?
not mapping it out. I'm
Okay,
joking.
we're gonna go over here. We're gonna fuck that. Fuck that. We're gonna go over here. Okay, so you're here. This wall is 20 feet tall. He is here. He is 40 feet tall. I get this line. Pretty sure you're not going to be able to see him.
Okay.
I don't think you're going to be able to see him. You'd have to see, like, there. It's through the wall. It's only a 20-foot diameter, and there's 3 of you in there, so... One of you's got to be right next to the wall. Even if you were 10 feet back. Even if you were 5 feet away. I still don't think you could see him. With how far away he is from the ring of fire.
Got it.
I'm not trying to dick you out. I'm just saying, like, you couldn't get right next to him last time. He is only as far away from you as you got to him last round.
Yeah, it was 20 feet from him.
And 20 feet's really high when you're standing right next to it. But that's his turn. So Drazan's turn. Tail. Actually, wait, no. He's gonna move towards the ship. He is now 30 feet.
What's the Sphinx been doing this whole time?
Last round, she stood up from being prone and moved towards the ship as well. But she could not get there, even by dashing.
Chronosphinxes can fly, can't they?
They can.
Okay.
But she was prone.
Yeah,
I know,
she had
I'm
to
just
get
saying
up.
for this turn, she might be able to make it if she
Yeah,
double
she'll make
moves.
it there this turn. He's just chasing after her, because what else is he going to do? Like, he wants that time energy. But yeah, that's his turn. Tail. He's like 30 feet away from the ship. She's like... the Chronosphinx is like 10 feet away from the ship. And we don't have much time left in this session, so... Let's kick it into high gear.
Taylor's gonna do nothing. You can move on to the next person.
It's
not gonna matter. It's not worth the time to do.
All right, fair enough. Zoldan, what do you do? You're in a burning ring of fire.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just double check here.
Can't you fly up out of the ring since you have wings?
He can, yeah.
Sure can.
I just want to double check, make sure. Fucking character sheets. Why do they do this? When it appears, the thing and have those. It takes the same damage when it enters the wall the first time or ends its turn there. Okay, that's what I want to make sure. Okay, so yeah, you can fly up and out of this. Yeah, you want to fly over the wall though, because you have an idea that if you pass through the wall, you'll take more fire damage.
Right. Now, where's Drazan now? You know.
He's like 30 feet away from the ship. So 20 feet behind you.
Okay. So I should be able to. I gotta go 20 feet up, and then. So I have 30 feet left. So if he's only 20 feet from the ring of fire, then I can reach him. Then.
Yeah. Yeah, he only moved 40 feet. Because he couldn't dash.
Okay. Well, let's go after him then. Take some swipes at him. 19.
Okay, that'll hit. 19 will hit. Alright. Holy Jesus. So much math.
More math for you.
So much math.
The extra d8s because he's a fiend.
9, 15, 20. 37, 43 on the first one. 21's gonna hit. 6, 8, 15 so far. Uh, 15, 21, 22, 30, 5, 36, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
You like fly up behind him and like just take your sword and like with two powerful slashes cut him like in the back of the neck, and while he's still alive he collapses to the ground. He like reaches out and sends the he smacks the back of the ship, sending it like the back end crashing down into the ground. He is paralyzed. He's got like barely any HP left at this point.
What a tragedy.
Is there anything else you can do on your turn? Are those both of your your attacks, right?
Yeah, those are my 2 attacks. Yeah, I don't have any bonus action attacks, so.
Luckily for you guys, the Chronosphinx gets to the engine of the ship and all the time energy leaking out. She absorbs the time energy. Drazan gets a little bit smaller, a little bit less powerful. She gets a little bit more powerful. And you flash to white, starting back at the beginning of the time loop once more. However, this time, Drazan throws the Chronosphinx off of him right at the top of the loop. And he says, "Enough of these games! We're going to end this now." I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw here.
Are we back at full health again?
You are back at full health. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw here. And I want you to think very carefully as to whether or not you want to save.
What?
I fail the save.
I mean, with an 8, yeah, you fail to save. Currently, everybody is failing the save. Does anybody want to use bardic on this?
I don't have it, so.
I'll use my bardic.
Okie dokie. Hell yeah. Alright. Genie bro, you save. You dive out of the way. Anybody else using bardic on this?
I don't think anybody else has it.
Nobody else has it? Alright. Rowan, you dive out of the way as you see a ring of red light circle around the group at the front entrance to the temple grounds. You're at that archway, like right on the border of like the trees and stuff. A circle of red light rings around the group as Rowan dives out of the way. A pentagram forms inside of the circle. Magic sigils pop up into each one of the negative spaces inside of the star and around it inside of the circle. Demonic writing, or sorry, infernal writing rings around the outside of the circle, and as it creates the full ring of writing, anybody want to give me an Arcana check here real quick? I know, Tail, you
Sure.
have Arcana, but anybody else wants to give me Arcana?
I nat 20'd. Check.